Rice. He's got an opening. Rice, he could go all the way. He's got one man to beat.
Chase Becker spins, hangs, complete. Broughton breaks through. It's a race to the end zone. Touchdown, Sioux. The Sioux strike first.
Appears to be on the right attack.
Hawkers back on top as Region 8 champions.
That's Ben Heenick. Heenick with a load of steam, and he pulls over.
That one as Blake Burnstrom looks to go. Blake Burnstrom floating in midair for two.
Backdoor cut. Cheryl Hayes off the glass for two. There is Nesham. Wow, look at that shot by Addison Nesham. She's putting on a show. You think her heart is pounding? No way. The Lucid Park Buffalo Bombers are headed to the state.
Quarter, 3 seconds, Simiano. No. Put back, no. The Killdeer Cowboys survive.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP.
GameDay Media, LLP does not own the rights to the background music of this live stream. All rights belong to the music owners. No copyright infringement intended.
Today's GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by RTC Networks, Hagen Equipment Incorporated, First International Bank and Trust, Nodak Insurance Company, Eric Mogan, Johnson and Sundin, Attorneys at Law, Shiloh Chavez with LPL Financial, Farmers Union Oil of Watford City, Patriot Fuels LLC, McKenzie County Heritage Park and Museum, Cornerstone Bank, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Northern States Fishing Tools, WCAG Church, Doug Rolfson, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Wolfpack Booster Club, Schriefer Red Angus, BNC National Bank, NCC,
Hello and welcome to the Rough Rider Center in Watford City, North Dakota. We are here for a Region 4 Division A boys basketball matchup as the Dickinson Trinity Titans have made the short trip up north to take on the Watford City Wolves and renew this long-time great rivalry between the Titans and the Wolves. Dickinson Trinity comes in with a record of 8-6 overall, 4-4 in region play. Watford City coming off of their first region win of the year. They check in with an overall record of 6-8, and they are now 1-6 in region 4 as they defeated Standing Rock on the road on Saturday to break through and get that first win in region play this year. They're going to try to make it 2 in a row as they take on the visiting Titans tonight. It is senior night here this evening for the boys basketball team, so as soon as those festivities begin, we're going to toss it down to our PA announcer Grayson Long as he will walk us through the senior night activities. 3 seniors on the roster this year for the Wolves. Xavier McGorman.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Wayman.
Before our varsity matchup tonight, we're excited to honor our senior players for the Watford City Wolves. Thaden Arnold. Big Red. Thaden is escorted by his parents, Thad and Lawana Arnold, and Thaden's sister is Emma. Thaden's plans after high school are to attend Minot State University to play football, do track and field, and get a degree in engineering. Thaden's favorite basketball memory is the overnight trips from freshman year. And he gets a shout out to all my coaches, teammates for always encouraging me and making me better. Thaden Arnold. And Thaden's cousin, Xavier McGorman. Xavier is escorted by his parents, Sheldon and Jennifer McGorman. His siblings are Cole and Christina, Tia and Tim, Javen, Kimberly, and Nora, along with nephews Brennan and Atlas, and nieces Wilder and Elowen. Xavier's plans after high school are still to be determined. Xavier's favorite basketball memories are building friendships at practice, bus rides, overnight trips, and team camps. And Xavier would like to give a shout out to my brothers for always pushing me to be the best player and person that I can be. Xavier McGorman. Jaden Wagner. Jaden is escorted by his parents, Marty and Loretta Wagner. His siblings are Martin, Aubrey, Cameron, and Everly. Jaden's plan after high school are to get a major in physical education and minor in coaching, while also playing football and esports at Mayville State University. Jaden's favorite basketball memory is my freshman year playing Turtle Mountain when I jumped so high I kicked a player in the face. And I think we've all been there. Jaden Wagner. Now let's give a nice round of applause for all of our seniors and their families. We're so grateful for the time they've spent as Watford City Wolves and members of our great community.
Thank you very much, Grayson. Great job there honoring these three fine young men as it's senior night here. Kind of a smaller senior class, but certainly an impactful one. I hope to remember to ask Coach Hager about these seniors once we carry on with this pregame show. Thanks for tuning us in here tonight on Game Day Media. Your pregame show is brought to you by Hagen Equipment, your source for Case IH Bobcat and many more lines of equipment right here in Watford City. The lights have been turned down. The rest of the Wolves will take the floor as well. We're going to have the warm-ups beginning here tonight. At this time, I want to welcome in my partner for the evening, Brock Haugeberg. And Brock, what are you looking forward to here tonight as the Wolves and the Titans renew their rivalry?
I am excited. Any rivalry game, it does not matter who it is. Rivalry games are so much fun, not only to play, but to watch too. Kind of a little bragging right. I know this is the first time these teams will see each other this year. They see each other later on, I believe. I know for the Wolves, it's their last game of the year. They play this team again, so it's going to be fun. Two teams that have not played yet this year. I'm just excited for some basketball tonight, Titus.
Absolutely, I am too. The Titans have also taken the floor now. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have those coaches' comments as we visit with Greg Grinsteiner of the Trinity Titans and Justin Hager of the Wolves. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Game Day Media.
When the job demands power and precision, turn to Hagen Equipment in Watford City, your proud Case IH and Bobcat dealers. From equipment rentals to a full service department and an extensive parts inventory, Hagen Equipment has what you need to get the job done right. Stop by 805 South Main Street in Watford or visit HagenEquipment.com. Hagen Equipment, work ready, field proven.
You could put your dog in charge of deliveries.
But maybe don't.
You could plant your field by hand.
But maybe don't?
You could point in any direction and randomly choose a bank.
But maybe don't?
Cornerstone Bank offers high-tech, high-touch options when you want efficiency or need advice. Get the best of both, banking the way you want it. Come to Cornerstone and let us prove the difference.
When you have financial questions or ideas, you need someone to listen and provide insight about your options. Shiloh Chavez and her team with LPL Financial can review your specific situation and help create a strategy unique to you and your goals. Give her a call at 701-842-4244 or email at shiloh.chavez@lpl.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Watford City and Alexander Athletics on Game Day Media. Call financial advisor Doug Rolfson at 701-444-4160 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
At Johnson & Sundin Law Office, we combine big case expertise with small town service. Since 1980, we've fought for clients across western North Dakota. From oil and gas disputes to serious injury and wrongful death cases, probate, agriculture, and more. No matter what issue, our experienced team is ready to stand by your side. In our office in Watford City, we're here for you, wherever you are. Johnson & Sundin, expert legal representation rooted in North Dakota. Since 1978, Northern States Fishing Tools of Watford City has been your trusted partner in the oil field. Serving the Wollaston Basin, we offer top quality fishing and rental tools, including packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. With expert knowledge and decades of experience, we deliver results tailored to your needs, all at competitive prices. Give us a call, 701-842-3350, or visit northernstatesfishingtools.com. Northern States Fishing Tools, quality tools, proven service.
Well, welcome back to your Hagen Equipment pregame show as I'm here with Watford City head coach Justin Hager for our Watford City Farmers Union Oil Company Coaches Comment segment. Coach, you got a good win down in Fort Yates on Saturday night. What went well for you in that matchup against the Warriors?
Well, I think we came out, had a big first quarter. I think we had a 21-point first quarter, which was huge for us. And we took care of the basketball. So I thought we were really balanced with 4 guys in double figures. But I think getting off really to a good start was huge for us, which has been every game that we've won this year, we've come out and had a good first quarter. And every game that we've lost, we haven't. So that's just trying to be consistent and get off to a good start is really important for us.
A great ceremony here before warm-up started honoring those 3 seniors. What have those 3 meant to this program here and you as a first-year head coach with this program?
Well, I'm just proud of them, Thaden and Zave, have stuck it out for 4 years. They're a big part of helping us turn this program around. We've doubled our win total from last year, and those guys were a big part of putting a lot of time in the summer. And then Jaden did a good job of mentorship with some of our JV kids. And he came out this year, taking a couple years off, and came back out and has been good for our youth. Just to sort of he's just a grinder and a hard worker, blue collar type kid. So, and just had a great positive attitude to help our some of our sophomores and other juniors out as well.
And quickly, what's it going to take to knock off Dickinson Trinity here tonight? A really good team.
A lot. These guys are a good team. They're a well-established, great coach, obviously great coaching staff. They got 5 guys that can score. They got 2 really good guards with Semi and the Knoll kids. So, they're balanced. They're gritty. They run their system well. We're going to have to really rebound the ball well and sort of try to, control the tempo of the game is going to be important.
All right, sounds good. Looking forward to it. Best of luck here tonight, Coach.
Thanks, Taj. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with Dickinson Trinity head coach Greg Grittensteiner after this quick timeout.
Looking to save on fuel and fuel up fast? Patriot Fuels of Alexander, North Dakota is your partner in profit. We're proud to support the trucking industry with high-speed fueling systems, top-quality products, and vendor relationships that put your success first. Join the Patriot Fuels Fleet Card program and unlock exclusive discounts, or simply pay at the pump. Either way, you're fueling with integrity and efficiency. Patriot Fuels, driven to deliver more. Located in Alexander, North Dakota.
And welcome back to the floor of the Rough Riders Center. I'm here with Dickinson Trinity head coach Greg Grinsteiner. Coach, you come in with a 500 record in the region, a little over 500 so far overall. What has this season been like for you guys?
Well, it seems like we've been on the road forever because 6 of our last 7 games have been on the road. We got to play Minot Ryan at home on Saturday for the first time since January, so that's been kind of fun. But we've grown a lot from day one. You know, our beginning of the year was kind of tough scheduling for us. You know, we started the season out with Shiloh, Bismarck, St. Mary's, and 4 wins, you know, and it's tough when you play 3 solid teams like that. But we've been progressively getting better. We're starting to spread the ball around better. I think when our 5 kids, you know, all touch the ball and we have balanced scoring, we're a pretty good basketball team.
What's it going to take here to knock off the Watford City Wolves? The first time you're seeing them this year, a very familiar opponent last year, but what's your scouting report on them?
Well, number one, they're a very physical team. I mean, they like to get up and down the floor. They like to pressure a lot. We've got to take care of the basketball, number one. On the offensive side, like you talked about, spreading it out. Defensively, we've got to stop their transition game. I know they like to shoot the ball. Breitbach kid can shoot the ball very, very well. You know, they're so physical on the inside with the Arnold kid and stuff like that. We've got to do a good job of one and done, you know, and make them earn their points. We can't just be giving up easy points like that. I think the one thing that we've been talking about with our kids is if you really take care of the ball and value possessions, you're going to give yourself extra opportunities to win. You know, in the last couple of games, we've been keeping our turnovers down, and that's helped us a lot keeping in these ball games.
All right, sounds good. Looking forward to it. Thanks for making the trip here, and good luck tonight.
Thanks much, Titus.
We'll be back with more from the Hagen Equipment pregame right after this.
Our lives are made up of moments. From first moments to big moments to everyday moments. At First International Bank and Trust, we support you with local service and checking and savings solutions to help you reach your goals, shape your legacy, and make your moments happen. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first since 1910.
Have you ever wondered how your internet works? It starts with fiber in the ground.
And local employees who connect that fiber to your home or business.
Our 9,000 miles of fiber keep you connected
to your neighbors and the world, while keeping your data safe from intrusions, viruses, and malware.
At RTC Networks, we're proud to offer our community the fastest, most reliable fiber optic internet available. Our goal is to keep you connected seamlessly and securely.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA.
Mark your calendars. Best Angus and Quarter Horses annual production sale will be taking place on Monday, March 2nd. We've been raising registered Black Angus and Quarter Horses in some of North Dakota's most rugged badlands for almost 20 years. This year's offering will include 11 top-cut 2-year-olds and 85 yearling bulls. We'll have 3 fancy ranch geldings and 2 excellent prospects from our new stallion, Classy Red Favors. Lunch at noon, sales at 2. Hope to see you there.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Ranchers, circle March 4th on your calendar. Sorensen Ranch of Grenora will hold their annual bull sale at the Sydney Livestock Market Center in Sydney, Montana. Your source for composite Simmental bulls that are bred for docility, longevity, and fertility. Find them on Facebook at Sorensen Ranch and DV Auction.
Welcome back to Watford City. We want to thank both head coaches for graciously giving us some of their pregame time there to visit with us. Those coaches' comments are brought to you by Watford City Farmers Union Oil. They have been serving the customers in and around the surrounding community since 1929. Farmers Union Oil believes in community involvement and has supported numerous activities since the beginning. You can check them out at Cenex right here in Watford City. All under one roof. They have the Twist 2.0 and Hardware Hank, along with Farmers Union Oil there at Cenex. So, Brock, as you listen to those coaches' comments, we got to hear some good words of wisdom there from both teams as they prepare for this one. Anything stick out to you from something either coach said?
Well, for the Wolves, what stuck out, what Coach Hager said about them coming out in the first quarter has so far been the determining factor in their wins and losses category. So I'm going to be paying attention a lot in the first quarter to see how the Watford City Wolves come out. As far as the Titans, so the Dickinson Trinity Titans, their coach talked about, feels like they've been on the road for forever. So I wonder how, like, after a long road spell that they are having, I just want to see how they also just come out of this game, being that they haven't had a home game in a hot minute.
Yes, so it's going to be interesting. They are going to be the host team for the Region 4 boys basketball tournament. Of course, Watford City got to host that last year. This year, it will be Dickinson Trinity. So after a long stretch of road games, they're going to have a nice stretch of home games, and then those games that you really want at home, those games that mean everything, the tournament games, will also be in their home gym. So what they're paying for right now, they'll get to reap the benefits of later on. As a lot of times that is how schedules work. It's pretty rare if you can get home and road evenly spaced out through a season. So that's something that they'll be definitely looking forward to as this season rolls on.
Do you think, Titus, that home court advantage in basketball plays as big as a role in football?
That's a good question. I think it certainly can. It's not everything. Obviously, it helps to have a good, talented team and a good coaching staff. But I think it's worth a few points probably in every game. Just having that opportunity and the familiarity and knowing your surroundings and knowing where everything is and being comfortable, I think that can play an important role in a given game. As we watch the Watford City Wolves come back onto the floor, we're going to transition into our TNT Measurements Spotlight players. TNT Measurements has been serving and supporting the oil and gas industry for over 25 years, focusing on oil and gas measurement. When you want it measured right, contact TNT Measurements. For the Watford City Wolves, we're going to put the spotlight on number 2, one of the seniors tonight, Xavier McGorman. Zabe comes into tonight averaging just a shade under 14 points per game. He's over 5 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, and just under 2 steals per game so far in his senior season. You heard how important he has been to this program over the last 4 years, and Coach Hager very appreciative of his efforts. And I'm expecting a big game here tonight from McGorman.
I'm with you there, Titus. I'm excited. It's senior night. I know when I had my senior night, I always wanted to try to put on a show or just try to come out hot. So we'll see what Xavier can do tonight.
And then on the other side of the floor for the Dickinson Trinity Titans, we're going to put the spotlight on their high-scoring junior. He wears number 22. He is a 6-foot guard, and his name is Emerson Simiano. One of the more fun names to pronounce in Region 4 boys basketball, and we'll be saying his name a lot here tonight. He averages just over 14 points per game, 4.1 rebounds, 2.9 assists, and 1.7 steals per game. He's also made 18 three-pointers so far on this season. He was good as a sophomore, and he is even better as a junior.
One thing that stands out about Simiano's game is his will to get to the rack. I remember watching him here last year during the tournament play, and he gets also a lot of arsenal on offense. He can shoot the 3, he can take a 1-dribble pull-up jump shot. If he wants to, he can get to the rack. So really excited to watch him play tonight, Titus.
Yes, I am too. There's lots of good players to watch this evening, but those are just one on each team that you can keep your eyes out for there. Zave McGorman for the Wolves and Emerson Simiano for Dickinson Trinity. At this time, let's take a look at our weekly schedule as it is tournament time. It has begun. The District 5 girls basketball tournament has just kicked off up there at the Well. The play-in game is tonight. There'll be full tournament coverage on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from up in Williston. We also have another game going on tonight in boys basketball, Stanley versus Ray. We'll be right back here in Watford on Thursday night with the girls' senior night as the Watford City Wolves host Shiloh Christian in a very important Region 4 matchup there. And then along with the tournament coverage, there's a couple other games as well going on Saturday. At this time, let's take a look at the latest Division A boys basketball poll. Now, this will be there will be a new poll coming out tomorrow, so this is from last Wednesday. But we heard Coach Grinsteiner talk about Four Winds Minnewacan as one of their first opponents of the year. They have somewhat separated themselves from the rest of the state at this moment. Just one loss, that was to Wahpeton very early in the season. It's two Region 1 teams at 2-3, and then two Region 4 teams at 4-5 with Shiloh Christian and Beulah. Other teams receiving votes: Wahpeton, Grafton, and Devils Lake. Those polls are brought to you by Prairie Home Furnishings in Stanley. This time, let's take a quick look at our starting lineups here tonight. We'll let Grayson interrupt us if he's going to go ahead of schedule, but we'll give it to you right there before he announces them officially in the building. These starting lineups brought to you by Patriot Fuels, conveniently located on Highway 85 North between Alexander and Watford City for all your fueling needs. For the Wolves, Carter Breitbach, Zave McGorman, Dominic Latre, Harper Moberg, and Thaden Arnold. For head coach Justin Hager and his assistants Stephen Bruins, Justin Solon, Michael Williams, and John Holloway. The Wolves will be without Tristan DeVries for tonight's ball game. For Dickinson Trinity, they will go with the two juniors, Emerson Simiano and Jordan Ham. And then Brady Holman, a senior, Landon Note, another good junior, and their senior center, Colton Christensen. For 31st year head coach Greg Grinsteiner. He is assisted by Aaron Grinsteiner and Alex Klug. So first year head coach of the Watford City Wolves and a 31st year head coach of Dickinson Trinity. He crossed the 600 win mark last year, actually in this building against the Wolves in that first round of the region tournament, and he's been doing it a long time. At this time, we're going to send it on down to Grayson Long, our PA announcer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rough Rider Center. Sponsored by Northern State Fishing Tools and Watford City High School, welcomes you to this contest between the Dickinson Trinity Titans and your Watford City Wolves. Please rise and remove your headwear and stand at attention while we play our national anthem. Again, welcome to the Rough Rider Center. This game will be played under the strictest code of good sportsmanship. Fans are asked to support their teams and refrain from booing at any time. Participants are asked to be positive role models at all times and to remember that you represent your school and community by your actions. Help us all to be number one in sportsmanship. And now, the lineups for tonight's contest. Here are the starters for the Dickinson Trinity Titans. He's a 6-foot junior, number 22, Emerson Simiano. He's a 5'11 junior, number 24, Jordan Ham. He's a 6'4 senior, number 34, Brady Holman. He's a 6'1 junior, number 40, Landon Nope. And he's a 6'4 senior, number 43, Colton Christensen. The head coach of the Titans is Greg Grunmeister, and also assistant coaches Alex Klug and Aaron Grinsteiner. And now let's meet your Watford City High School cheerleaders. Alessia Astolfi, Katerina Garaventa, Jasmine Kolseth, Paige McLoon, Josephina Ray, Brielle Delgado, Stephanie Mendoza, Emily Walker, Laura Wurzel, Brooke Kolseth, Madison Kolseth, Nayara Briones, Sloan Hardy, Natalie Flores, and Tyler Cifuentes. The coaches for the Watford City Cheerleaders, Chelsea Schatz and Chelsea Killian. And now, the starters for your Watford City Wolves. He's a 5'11 junior, number 1, Carter Breitbach. He's a 6'1 senior, number 2, Xavier McGorman. He's a 6'5 junior, number 23, Dominic Latre. He's a 6-foot junior, number 24, Harper Moberg. And he's a 6'3 senior, number 32, Thaden Big Red Arnold. The head coach for the Watford City Wolves is Justin Hager, with assistant coaches Stephen Bruins, Justin Solheim, Michael Williams, and John Holloway. The officials for this contest are registered members of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Tonight's officials are Drew Floggen, Derek Remick, and Jarek Hansen. And now, let's get ready for Watford City Wolves varsity basketball.
Thank you very much, Grayson. It's time for our Northern States Fishing Tools opening tip-off. We are a locally owned fishing and rental tool company serving the Williston Basin since 1978. Dominic Latre will jump for the Wolves. Colton Christensen to jump for the Titans. And we are underway with Dickinson Trinity winning the tip and earning the first possession of the ballgame. My name is Titus Stenberg. Happy to be joined tonight by Brock Haugelberg for this boys basketball matchup in Region 4. Simiano guarded by McGorman. It's the step, will take a mid-range jumper and start the scoring off tonight with the mid-range jumper, Emerson Simiano.
Coming off the gate right away, he shows off that little nice crossover into a great-looking pull-up jump shot.
McGorman will take a three, nothing but net. The assist from Breitbach, the three from McGorman, his 17th three-pointer of the season. And the Wolves take their first lead of the game at 3-2 as Coach Grinsteiner already standing up. He made it 44 seconds before getting up out of his chair, and he's coaching up his guys on this second offensive possession of the game. That's not what he had in mind as they turn it over along the sideline. Both teams making their first shot of the game. Trinity from two-point range. Watford City with a cornerstone bank three-pointer from Zave McGorman. And then Trinity turns it over on their second possession. Breitbach across half court to Dominic Latre. Dom stops near the top of the key, bounces it on the left side to Harper Moberg, who's been playing some really good basketball as of late. Nice pass from McGorman to Arnold. One dribble, he draws a foul. No, jump ball.
Jump ball.
Let's take a look at that on the RTC Network's instant replay. I was thinking with the body there was a foul, but apparently the tie-up happened first, and so it will be alternating possession arrow, keeping it with the Wolves as Latre feeds down low to Moberg, out to Breitbach. Shot clock is down to 3. Carter with the crossover, blocked from behind, but this time they will call a foul, and that will put Carter at the free throw line.
Take another look at our RTC Network's instant replay. Here's Carter Breitbach with a nice crossover there. It looks like number 34, Brady Holman, got him on the arm there.
Brady Holman does pick up that foul, his first team foul, and Breitbach off the mark on his first free throw attempt. Carter is at 14.1 points per game, leading the Wolves in scoring average. 3 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 1.1 steals per game. He has made 48 three-pointers so far this season. And an empty trip to the free throw line that time as Colton Christensen grabs a defensive rebound for the Titans. 3-2 just underway. Colton Christensen going to work in the paint. Shot is short, rebound, tips backwards to Harper Moberg as the Wolves get another defensive stop. Forced a turnover and now got a missed shot and a rebound in the last 2 defensive possessions. McGorman into Arnold. He drives, blocked from behind by Brady Holman. Trinity taking it back with them into the front court, looking to reclaim the lead after they had a 2-0 lead to start. Giving up a 3-pointer, and that's all the scoring so far after both teams scored on their first possessions. We've been scoreless since, and there's going to be a foul against Thaden Arnold.
Thaden Arnold is first.
Brock, did you see the infraction there on that one?
Yeah, it did look like he got him with a little bit of body. I know it's tough for Thaden because he's a football player at heart, so it's tough. It's tough sometimes not to just body somebody, especially when you can.
There's a steal. Turnover for the Wolves as Latre will lay it in with the left hand. Steal and score for Watford City, and right now turnover is a bit of an issue for the Dickinson Trinity Titans as the Wolves extend to a 3-point lead. Watford City has played a variety of defenses throughout this season, especially as of late. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of looks they give to Trinity as that shot is missed by Jordan Ham. Rebound cleared by the Wolves. Right now for the first 3 minutes, Watford City's defense playing very well.
Watford City defense came out. They look good tonight. They look good. Also, one thing I like that shot coming from Xavier McGorman right there.
He made his first 3-point attempt, misses that one. Rebound to the Titans as Simiano gets in and stopped. Well, I thought he might have had a chance at a layup there. Now instead he'll get it on the left wing. He'll take a mid-range jumper, and that one is good again. He's made a mid-range jumper from the right side and now one from the left side.
It's hard to stop those one-dribble pull-ups.
Here go the Wolves back to work on offense. McGorman had to try and save it as he was falling out of bounds. First turnover against the Wolves as Trinity gets the steal. Brady Holman over to Landon Note, steps behind a screen, now drives, floater is good.
Nice take there by Note.
Yes, Landon Note with his first points of the game. He averages 10.7 so far this season, and that's a quick 4-0 run by Trinity to give them a 1-point lead. The Gorman shot is blocked. Latre picks up the offensive rebound, and then it's blocked out of bounds off of him.
Number 30.
Taking a look at the replay here, does look like Note got all ball there, and it ended up going off Dominic Latre's hand there.
So it'll be Titan basketball. Brody Kuntz, 6'1" junior, checks in along with Jace Peters, a sophomore for Dickinson Trinity. Titans have led by as many as 2. Wolves have led by as many as 3. Right now, Trinity with the basketball up by 1. Another mid-range jumper. That one short from Simiano. Rebound tipped around. It's rolling. And Breitbach had his hands on it. Couldn't secure it. Trinity comes away with it. Second chance opportunity. Simiano from the left side. Bounces it into Jace Peters. Back to Christensen. To Note, guarded by Moberg. Shot clock getting close to 10 as Simiano drives under the basket. He finds Kuntz. Jumper short, rebound, hits the ground again. And a reach-in foul is going to be called against Dickinson Trinity. Wolves had to play defense for a long time on that possession, but they end up getting the missed shot and the rebound.
I was just about to say that tires the defense out. If you can swing the ball like they were doing, they were going all the way to the left side, to the right side of the floor. That makes it tough for a defense, and you can definitely feel it in those last couple seconds of the shot clock.
Foul went against Jace Peters as McGorman tries another three. This one too strong, and a rebound out of bounds to Trinity. The Wolves have now gone 2 for 7 from the field and 0 for 2 from the free throw line. So after making their first shot, they have definitely cooled off. But as of right now, their defense is keeping them in this one, as it's only a 1-point game. Low scoring start to this one. Trinity averages 53 points a game. Defensively, they only give up 49 points per game. Wolves are up into the 60s as Note tries a three, and it's good off the glass. Landon Note banks home his 30th three-pointer of the season. That one brought to you by Cornerstone Bank. Here is Latre with the drive. No good. Jace Peters either got a fingertip on it or altered the shot enough to force the miss, and it's a 7-0 run by Trinity, and they have a chance to add to it right now as we near the 2-minute mark of this first quarter. That one in and out for Christensen. Watford City with the basketball. They've gone through a scoring drought as Thaden Arnold gets into the paint, has it stripped away by Jace Peters. Second Wolves turnover. Peters a bounce pass across half court to Christensen. Over to Landon Note. It's Kuntz into the right corner. We get it out of there to Jace Peters. Now to Simiano. Brock, what are you seeing from the Wolves? A pretty much man-to-man defense?
It is so far. Quarter? They have came out, it looks like, in a 2-2-1 sometimes, like almost three-quarter court trap type of deal. But then they go right back into man-to-man.
It's a big foul there as Thaden Arnold picks up his second personal. So that brings Brandon Spacier off the Watford City bench. Spacier is 6'3" junior. And also Kyle Best, a 6'2" junior, into the game for Watford City. Simiano fakes, then takes a mid-range jumper. This one he missed. He made his first two. He's now missed 2 mid-range jumpers in a row, and the score remains 9-5. Best over to Spacier. Back to Kyle as we near the 1-minute mark remaining in this first quarter. McGorman to Spacier. He scores!
Great little two-man action there from the Watford City Wolves. Great pass there by Xavier McGorman, and nice finish by Brandon Spacier.
So that gives the Wolves their third field goal of this first quarter, and it ends a 7-0 run by Dickinson Trinity. Simiano guarded by McGorman, kicks it out to Note. Dribble handoff back to Simiano, who goes behind his back. And he hits the short-range jumper, Emerson Simiano, for 2.
Kind of reminded me of Manu Ginobili when he was playing for the Spurs right there. Good old Euro step.
Shot clock is turned off as Breitbach drives, gets it to Best, now in the corner to Spacier. Handoff right there to Breitbach, back to Latre. Wolves down by 4. They can hold for the final shot of the quarter if they want to. Oh, the pass from Latre, a little bit low, and it goes out of bounds. So Trinity now will have a chance to hold for the final shot.
Number 42, Jace Peters coming in.
Jace Peters comes back in for Dickinson Trinity. 5.5 seconds to go in our opening quarter. Holman across half court, 3 seconds. To Kuntz at the buzzer, a little bit too strong, and that's the end of our first quarter of play. Pretty low scoring, and Trinity will take a 4-point lead with them into the quarter break. It's Dickinson Trinity 11, Watford City 7 on your NCC scoreboard. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app, And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs, with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Stop by our office in Watford City and visit with Eric Mogan and Brady Monroe to see how we can help.
Welcome back to Watford City. Let's take this opportunity to thank some of our live read sponsors, starting off with the Wolfpack Booster Club. You can check them out on Facebook. The strength is in the pack. Tim Feldall and his team are doing a great job of supporting Watford City athletics and activities. Also want to thank the McKenzie County Heritage Park and North Dakota Oil Museum, located on the west side of Watford City, where the pioneering spirit runs strong. They're open year-round, Tuesdays through Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And also WCAG Church, one church in multiple locations. Check out the service times there on your screen. Also, visit us on the internet, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. That's WCAG Church. Trinity basketball to start this second quarter. They've got a 4-point lead. And Emerson Simiano passes it behind him to Landon Note, guarded by Best, who falls down, but the pass was completed before that, so didn't have a huge impact on the play. And once again, they find Simiano for another mid-range jumper. And now Simiano the steal. One-on-one fast break, Note into McGorman, and an offensive foul is called. Brock, let's take a look at that on our RTC Network's instant replay.
What a play, just to make up for the turnover there by Xavier McGorman, just to get in front of that guy, set his feet, and take a nice charge there.
Landon Note called for that foul, his first. He's pleading his case to his head coach as he makes his way to the Dickinson Trinity bench. Kyle Best dribbles through the backcourt pressure, gets it into the front court. Nice catch with Latre, then drives in. Best spins, shoots, and scores for two.
The turnaround floater for two.
It's the Wolves back to within 4. That 6-point deficit was their largest lead, or deficit of this first half. Their largest lead has been 3 back when it was 5-2. Brody Kuntz on the right side to Brady Holman. Bounce pass inside to Jordan Ham, swatted away by Dominic Latre. Carter Breitbach, guarded by Brody Kuntz. Gets it into the front court. Shot clock down to 20 as Spacer looks inside, passes outside to Best, then to Spacer. He scores, it counts, and the foul.
Brandon Spacer.
Taking a look at this RTC Network's instant replay. The Wolves on offense, this is the one play that has been working for them so well as they get the ball to the corner and they get an on-ball screen, hit the roll man. Another look, hopefully, that the Wolves, I'm sure they will talk about it eventually during a break, but it'll be once that big gets the ball on the roll, kick it to the opposite side guard for a 3-point shot.
Jordan Ham called for that foul. As Landon Note comes back into the lineup for the Titans. Harper Moberg back on the floor for Watford City. Thaden Arnold still resting with those 2 personal fouls. As Spacer misses the free throw, Watford City now 0 for 3 from the free throw line. But they are currently on a 4-0 run that's got them back to within 2. Landon Note passes it out to Brady Holman. Down low to Christensen, one-on-one against Spacer. Shoots it short, rebounded by Dominic Latre. Latre, the leading rebounder for this Wolves team, averages 8.7 rebounds per game. Breitbach into the front court as the Wolves look to tie it up with a 2 or take the lead with a 3 on this possession. After falling behind by as many as 6, pass from Spacer broken up, and it will belong to Dickinson Trinity. So that'll be the 5th Watford City turnover. Jace Peters and Alonzo Kuderna come into the ball game for Trinity. Low scoring game to start this one. Watford City averaging 62 points per game. They are giving up 61 points per game. Both of those numbers have kind of steadily climbed as the season has gone along. Dickinson Trinity, they like games low scoring, averaging 53 and giving up 49 points per game. turnover against the Titans, their 4th.
It's like they heard you. They're bringing in Thaden Arnold for the Watford City Wolves here.
Number 32.
Speicher giving this team some good minutes right there. He's got 4 points and filled his role in there nicely. Once again, if you're just joining us, Wolves without Tristan DeVries tonight, so their rotation a little bit shorter as Best drives. Kicks it to Latre. Dominic Latre in the short corner. Long pass over the head of everybody and out of bounds. That'll be the 6th Watford City turnover so far in this first half. Trinity 4-4 in region play coming into tonight's ball game. Watford City 1-6 as they finally broke through with a win on the road over Standing Rock. As McGorman will replace Breitbach. Watford City, of course, with 2 overtime region losses. One at home against Hazen, one on the road at Killdeer. Wolves will get a second chance at Hazen on Thursday night as they make the trip down to Coal Country to take on the Hazen Bison. That'll be Thursday evening. Alonzo Kurna drives, left-hand layup, good. Some instant offense off the bench from the junior, Alonzo Kurna. And that ends a 4-0 Watford City run to put Trinity back up by 4, 15-11. McGorman to Moberg, catch and shoot 3. It's good!
That is pretty ball movement there by the Watford City Wolves, finding the open man and knocking down the 3-point shot.
Second 3 of the game for the Wolves, their first one since the very first possession of the game. McGorman made one to start the game, and then Harper Moberg hits his 17th three-pointer right there to get the Wolves within 1. Christensen, turnaround jump hook in the paint is good.
Colton Christensen.
His first points tonight. Colton averages 9.2 points per game along with 6.2 rebounds. And he puts Trinity up by 3 now at 17-14. Best, and a foul called as McGorman got fouled by Kuderna. Zave helping out the Trinity bench, do a little rearranging after the chairs got knocked over. First personal against Alonzo Kuderna.
That last possession for the Titans, they went right at Thaden Arnold. Maybe, I wonder if that's a strategy, try to get him to pick up his 3rd foul here in the second quarter.
He is the only player that has more than 1 foul for either team right now as we hit the midway point of this second quarter. Thaden with the basketball. Pass deflected. Latre will force the tie-up. Possession arrow will keep it on this end of the floor. Aggressive defense from these Trinity Titans. Kuderna will guard the inbounder, Zave McGorman. Harper Moberg, Kyle Best, Thaden Arnold, and Dominic Latre rounding out the Wolves lineup on the floor right now. As Moberg receives the inbounds pass, gets it down to Arnold. Working against Christensen, leaves the shot just a hair short. Rebound by Jace Peters. Simiano, jump pass, broken up. As Note receives the pass, he'll take a 3. It's good. Landon Note, it's his second 3-pointer of the game, 31st of the season, and the Wolves will spend their first time out of the ball game. 3:33 to go in the second quarter. NCC scoreboard shows Dickinson Trinity 20, Watford City 14. We'll be back for more from the Rough Riders Center right after this.
Farmers Union Oil Company of Watford City has been serving the customers in and around the surrounding community since 1929. Farmers Union Oil believes in community involvement and has supported numerous activities since the beginning. We take pride in giving back to our patrons through dividends and stock retirements. Our customer service should be our top focus to ensure a pleasurable experience for you, our customer. Whether you're looking for gas, fuel, hardware, or just needing to fuel the body, Farmers Union Oil is your one-stop shop.
Welcome back to Watford City. We are having fun tonight in the Rough Riders Center, presented by Northern States Fishing Tools. Those are the senior wrestling boys decked out in ESPN gear down there in the student section. I don't know, there might be a few Game Day media employees working down there. What do you think, Brock?
I couldn't agree more there, Titus.
Oh, it's fun to see. So Watford City taking the first time out of the ball game. After that quick 5-0 run by Trinity, the Wolves had fought back to get within one, but a quick 5-0 run by Trinity has given them the 6-point lead once again. Watford City breaks the press. McGorman to Arnold. He scores. Great press breaker there by the Wolves. Assist McGorman, basket Arnold. Wolves back within 4 at 20-16. Note gets the screen. He'll take a long range 2, and that's good. Landon Note heating up. He's got 10. He's the first player into double figures tonight. Breitbach guarded by Simiano as we get the 3-minute mark remaining in this first half. Latray to Moberg. Arnold, dribble handoff to his cousin McGorman. Those two celebrating senior night tonight. Arnold tried to pass out of a double team. It was deflected, and it was out of bounds, so it'll stay with Watford City. The shot clock down to 11.
Number 30.
Jordan Ham and Brody Kuntz come in for Trinity as they try to finish off this defensive possession. Breitbach was going to inbound it. Now it'll be McGorman. Zave, guarded by Kuderna, gets it in to Arnold. Thaden bounce pass to Latray. Beautiful cut and beautiful layup.
That was a great off-ball movement there by Dominic Latray there, and great find by the senior Thaden Arnold.
He averages 1.6 assists per game and gets the assist there to Latray. Wolves back to within 4. Both offenses have played pretty well in the second quarter. And we got a traveling called in the corner against Landon Notes. 5th Trinity turnover.
So that is one thing that I really like about the Dickinson Trinity's offense is it seems like as soon as that ball gets to either a wing or a corner on the opposite side, first thing they do is they attack. Just right away catch and rip and go either baseline or back to the middle of the paint, and it keeps the Wolves on their toes defensively.
Zave McGorman into the front court, gets it to Latray from the free throw line. He drives, kicks it out to Breitbach. Carter guarded by Brody Kuntz, has it knocked away and stolen by Kuntz. 7th Watford City turnover. And Latray is going to pick up a foul, trying to steal it back. That'll be Dominic's first foul, and the first foul of the second quarter. A hustle foul there, and the first one against Watford City. Just the 3rd foul of this entire half. Arnold had 2 in the first quarter. Nobody else had one until that foul there is called against Latray. Titans with a basketball and a 4-point lead. Simiano hesitates, drives, and he missed it. Boy, that one looked good from here off the glass, but it just spins out. Rebound to the Wolves. McGorman dribbles it behind his back. Gets it into the front court, guarded by Simiano. Kicks it out to Arnold. Handoff to Moberg. Harper. Spin move. Draws a foul.
Let's take a look at that drive by Harper Moberg there, getting to the right. Nice little spin up. Chance at the line here.
First personal against Colton Christensen. 4th team foul against Dickinson Trinity. And Moberg misses free throw number 1. Harper now Watford City as a team now 0 for 4 from the free throw line. There, he gets that one to go. Now 1 for 5. Harper up to 4 points so far in this first half. The next foul on Trinity will put the Wolves in the bonus for the remainder of this first half. Simiano guarded by McGorman. Drives to the left, mid-range jumper swish.
That is just so pretty. That is just so pretty there.
He's bringing the mid-range game back single-handedly. The analytics don't like it, but boy, it counts the same as a layup. 2 points are 2 points. Simiano now has 10 points, and just about all of them from the mid-range. Watford City with the basketball, but not for long as that one goes out of bounds. Their 8th turnover.
Number 34.
8.9 second differential in the game clock and the shot clock. Simiano, Kuderna, Note, Christensen, and Holman are the 5 Titans on the floor. As Christensen will take the jumper, miss it. Rebound comes to a falling Holman, and he is called for a travel as he must have had it on the way down, and he gets called for the turnover. That is the 6th on the Titans. Watford City will have it with 29.1 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Right box pass deflected. It goes out of bounds. It was not deflected. See if we caught that on our RTC Network's instant replay. And it will belong to Trinity, the 9th Wolves turnover. Now the Titans will have a chance for a last second shot with 19.9 seconds left. A couple of new subs coming into the game for Trinity. Landon Note, dribble handoff to Brody Kuntz. 10 seconds left to go in the half. Note gets a screen, finds Christensen, who draws the foul against Dominic Latre, and he'll be shooting free throws with 5.1 seconds to go before halftime.
That foul, number 23, Dominic Latre, his second. Colton Christensen to shoot the
Second personal against Latre. So Arnold had 2 fouls in the first quarter. Latre 2 fouls in the second quarter. Those are the only 4 fouls against Watford City in the first half, but those 2 individuals with a little bit of foul trouble as we near the end of this first half. Christensen averages 9.2 points per game as an empty trip to the free throw line, but they get the offensive rebound. Three-pointer hits the top of the backboard, and it will belong to Watford City. Wolves will have 0.3 seconds to try and score before heading into halftime.
Maybe the refs were talking about, since the ball hit the top of the backboard, maybe more time on the clock. I don't know what they were discussing there.
Yeah, they left it where it was, and the Wolves will just inbound the basketball and then head on into the locker room. So we have reached halftime with your score: Dickinson Trinity 24, Watford City 19. We're back with your Nodak Insurance Company halftime report. After this quick timeout, you're watching Game Day Media.
GameDay Media is proud to showcase our local athletes, but we can't do it without the support of our community. We're inviting business owners like you to join our growing list of sponsors. Sponsorship not only helps give student athletes the recognition they deserve, but also puts your business front and center with fans, families, and the community. Partner with us today to promote local athletes and your business through GameDay Media. Together, we make a winning team.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Watford City and Alexander Athletics on Game Day Media. Call financial advisor Doug Rolfson at 701-444-4160 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. PNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
Looking to save on fuel and fuel up fast? Patriot Fuels of Alexander, North Dakota is your partner in profit. We're proud to support the trucking industry with high-speed fueling systems, top-quality products, and vendor relationships that put your success first. Join the Patriot Fuels Fleet Card program and unlock exclusive discounts, or simply pay at the pump. Either way, you're fueling with integrity and efficiency. Patriot Fuels, driven to deliver more. Located in Alexander, North Dakota.
Welcome back to the Rough Riders Center, presented by Northern States Fishing Tools, and welcome into your halftime report, brought to you by Nodak Insurance Company with your agent in Watford City and McKenzie County, Eric Mogan. Their mission is to meet the lifetime financial needs of their clients by providing competitive products and outstanding service. Let's recap the first half. Watford City started the game on a 5-2 run. That was the largest lead for the Wolves in the first half. Trinity would lead by 4 at a couple of junctures in the first quarter as they ended the quarter on a 9-2 run to lead it 11-7 after 1. They then scored the first basket of the second quarter for a 6-point lead. Watford City got back to within 1 after a 7-2 run by the Wolves made it 15-14 Dickinson Trinity. And then a quick 5-0 run by the Titans put them back up by 6. Teams played pretty even from that point on, and it adds up to a 24-19 halftime lead for Dickinson Trinity. Team stats look like this. The Titans 11 for 23 from the field for 48%. They made 2 3-pointers. They were 0 for 2 from the free throw line. They committed 6 turnovers and 6 fouls. For the Watford City Wolves, they were 8 for 16 from the field in the first half for 50%. They made 2 3-pointers. They were 1 for 5 from the free throw line. So not a lot of attempts for Watford City, either from the field or from the free throw line. They did end up committing 9 first half turnovers, and they were called for 4 first half fouls. So Dickinson Trinity winning the turnover battle by 3. Watford City leading the foul category there by 2 as they committed 4 fouls and drew 6 fouls against Trinity. Individually, the Titans, with their 2 leading scorers, both averaging in double figures and both reaching double figures in the first half. Both Emerson Simiano and Landon Note scoring exactly 10 points in the first half of play. Colton Christensen and Alonzo Kuderna with 2 points apiece for Trinity's total of 24. For Watford City, a little more balanced scoring on the Wolves side of things as Dominic Latre, Harper Moberg, and Brandon Spacier all had 4 points apiece. Zave McGorman hit a 3-pointer for 3 points, and then it was Thaden Arnold and Kyle Best with 2 points apiece for Watford City's total of 19. Foul trouble, Watford City has Dominic Latre and Thaden Arnold with 2 fouls apiece. For Dickinson Trinity, nobody with more than 1 as they spread their 6 fouls out with 6 different players, each committing 1 foul. So Brock, a 5-point lead for Trinity. We thought it would be a low-scoring game, and for the most part, it has been pretty defensively dominated here in this one. I would say for maybe except for a 3 to 4 minute stretch in that second quarter when both offenses got a little bit of momentum going.
Yes, for sure. I definitely do think that it has been a defensive battle. I'd be surprised if Watford can get to their point total or average for the year on this game. Dickinson Trinity does a nice job. They've always done this, that little run and jump, even though you don't always get a turnover from it, and sometimes you do give up a layup. Little things like that just slow down an offense. It's just little things like that slow down an offense, and then the Wolves don't get into their set until there's 24 seconds on the shot clock. So then basically you're playing a half-court set like an NBA game there for the Watford City Wolves. So stuff like that, little things over time, they add up. Little things matter.
They certainly do. And yeah, I would say Dickinson Trinity is kind of dictating the pace in this first half. And it didn't really stick out to me until I started looking at my stat book here. Just 16 field goal attempts in the first half for the Wolves. And I think what you mentioned there is part of it. And then also just how patient they are on offense just limits the number of possessions there is for both teams. And you can understand why Trinity only averages 53 points a game, but then on the defensive side only giving up 49 points per game. And you could see why watching that first half. They're a very disciplined team and a patient team, and they don't give anything easy to an opposing offense.
Directed by Therese Haberman.
Some people might not like to watch basketball that's played like that. However, I think it's like poetry in motion.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it's just drive, kick, look, swing, drive, kick, look, swing. If it's not there, they don't take it. They try to get a great shot attempt every single time they have the ball.
Yes, very fun basketball to watch, and evenly played first half. We'll see which team comes out of the halftime locker room with a little bit of momentum. Both offenses made their first shot of the game, and then for the most of the rest of the first quarter, it was pretty difficult for either offense to get going. And then in the second quarter, we did see both offenses come to life for a little bit, but then it seemed like the defenses got back into the flow of things for the end of the half. Trinity emerges from their locker room first. Watford City should be coming out of their halftime locker room very shortly. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back with our third quarter right after this on GameDay Media.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Ranchers, circle March 4th on your calendar. Sorensen Ranch of Grenora will hold their annual bull sale at the Sydney Livestock Market Center in Sydney, Montana. Your source for composite Simmental bulls that are bred for docility, longevity, and fertility. Find them on Facebook at Sorensen Ranch and DV Auction. At Johnson and Sundin Law Office, we combine big case expertise with small town service. Since 1980, we've fought for clients across western North Dakota. From oil and gas disputes to serious injury and wrongful death cases, probate, agriculture, and more. No matter what issue, our experienced team is ready to stand by your side. In our office in Watford City, we're here for you, wherever you are. Johnson and Sundin, expert legal representation rooted in North Dakota. Since 1978, Northern States Fishing Tools of Watford City has been your trusted partner in the oil field. Serving the Wollaston Basin, we offer top quality fishing and rental tools, including packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. With expert knowledge and decades of experience, we deliver results tailored to your needs, all at competitive prices. Give us a call, 701-842-3350, or visit northernstatesfishingtools.com. Northern States Fishing Tools, quality tools, proven service.
Welcome back to Watford City. My name is Titus Stenberg alongside Brock Haugeberg tonight. Also want to thank our great production crew, Coy Hartle in the producer's chair this evening, and Matt Gonzalez back on the camera, doing a great job as usual from Watford City. Taking a look at the Dickinson Trinity Titans as they conclude their halftime warm-ups. They'll be ready to go. Watford City in their final huddle before the buzzer sounds. We'll set the clock up to 8 minutes. It'll be all ready to go for this third quarter. The quarter start is brought to you by Northern States Fishing Tools. Well, Brock, what are you looking forward to here in the opening minutes of this third quarter?
Yet again, for the Watford City Wolves, just how they come out. I thought they came out to start the game very good. I want to see how they start this second half. They're down by 5. I hope none of the players in the locker room are thinking they're out of this game, even though it kind of, like, there is a feel that it feels like they might, that could be a possibility. I'm excited to just see them come out. Also, per usual, I'm excited to just see this Trinity offense work.
Both teams starting the third quarter the same way they started the first quarter. Simiano, Ham, Holman, Note, and Christensen on the floor to start quarter number 3 for head coach Greg Grinsteiner and his Dickinson Trinity Titans. Note in the corner to Holman. He drives, passes back to Note. He'll take a mid-range jumper. That one trickles off the rim. Rebound was grabbed by Ham, but then his save attempt ended up going off the backboard and over to Watford City. So right there, a 27-second possession. Trinity doesn't score, but you could tell they were putting some stress on the Watford City defense. As Harper Moberg gets it to Carter Breitbach, who's trying to dribble against a double team in the backcourt, and he turns it over. Watford City's starting 5 tonight: Carter Breitbach, Zave McGorman, Dominic Latre, Harper Moberg, and Thaden Arnold. Jordan Ham gets it inside to Holman, who gets the friendly roll. First points of the night for Holman. He averages 4.6 points per game. Long pass from Moberg is low, and Latre is going to be called for a foul as he went for that loose ball and ended up getting more of Christensen than he did of the basketball there. Yeah, that'll be Dom's third personal.
That might hurt the Wolves here just because they're out one of their starters tonight, DeVries.
Yep.
So that could end up being crucial there for the Watford City Wolves.
Latre will stay out there for now. Both Kyle Best and Brandon Spacier provided Watford City with some good minutes in the first half, and they'll be asked to come out there, no doubt, pretty soon again in this third quarter, but Coach Hager sticking with his starting 5 for the moment. Simiano cut off along the baseline by Breitbach. Get it inside to Christensen. Correction, Peters, 42 in for 43. Peters banks it in off the glass to put his team up 9 as Trinity has scored the first 4 points in this third quarter. McGorman to Breitbach, catch and shoot 3, too strong. Rebound. Oh, Thaden goes almost crashing into the ESPN table down there. Good job, Sam. And everybody down there, looks like everybody is okay. That's good to see. 28-19, the Titans with the lead and the basketball. Dangerous pass, nice catch by Holman to keep his feet inbounds and secure the catch. And look at Simiano, oh man.
What a tough layup there as we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay. As he caught it, he was also going up with the shot.
Unbelievable. Latre to Breitbach as the Titans now have scored the first 6 points of this third quarter. Latre hands it off to McGorman, up top Arnold. Breitbach will launch a 3, that one is good. Important basket for the Wolves. Carter gets his first points of the night, and they're a Cornerstone Bank 3-pointer, and that's Carter's 49th 3 of the season. It's the Wolves back to within 8. Emerson Simiano picks up his dribble, passes it over to Landon Note. He'll take a mid-range jumper, no, rebounded by Dominic Latre. Harper Moberg fakes a pass, will dribble it across the timeline, and then it's turned over in the front court as Brady Holman gets the interception. 11th turnover of the game for Watford City. Simiano, it's into the paint, passes over to Ham, to Note for 3. No. Rebound, Thaden Arnold. Moberg ahead to McGorman. He scores.
Good transition offense there by the Wolves. That's how they like to play. Get out and run.
30-24 now. The Titans with the basketball and the lead as Coach Grinsteiner is going to take a timeout after a 5-0 run by the Wolves. 4:35 left to go in the third quarter. NCC scoreboard shows Dickinson Trinity 30, Watford City 24.
Mark your calendars. Best Angus and Quarter Horses annual production sale will be taking place on Monday, March 2nd. We've been raising registered black Angus and Quarter Horses in some of North Dakota's most rugged badlands for almost 20 years. This year's offering will include 11 top-cut 2-year-olds and 85 yearling bulls. We'll have 3 fancy ranch geldings and 2 excellent prospects from our new stallion, Classy Red Favors. Lunch at noon, sales at 2. Hope to see you there.
Welcome back to the Rough Riders Center. Titus Stenberg and Brock Haugeberg with you here tonight for this Division A Region 4 boys basketball matchup. Dickinson Trinity scored the first 6 points of the third quarter. Watford City has answered with the next 5 points to get back to within 6, and we'll see if the Wolves can continue on their run or if Trinity will start another run of their own. Peters give a little bit of space, drives, has his shot altered by Latre, sticks with it, gets the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Kuntz. Nice bounce pass to a wide open Colton Christensen, who lays it in for an easy 2.
Timeout, Watford City.
And Watford City will spend a timeout there. We'll keep it right here with 4:09 left to go in the third quarter. It'll give us a chance to thank our live read sponsors here on Game Day Media. We'll start with WCAG Church, one church in multiple locations. Check us out in Watford City, Belfield, or Kenmare, North Dakota, or just across the border in Fairview, Montana. You can see the service times on your screen. We also have a Spanish service at our Watford City location, 1:15 on Sundays. I want to thank the McKenzie County Heritage Park and North Dakota Oil Museum, located on the west side of Watford City. That big building and many buildings with the flags flying outside there. And also the Wolf Pack Booster Club. The strength is in the pack. Check them out on Facebook and stay up to date with all of the Watford City athletics and activities going on. So both teams spending a timeout in a matter of a couple of basketball seconds as Watford City has the basketball with 4 minutes left to play in the third quarter, currently down by 8. Breitbach in the corner to Kyle Best. Now to Dominic Latre. He drives and he missed it. It spins off the rim. A rebound grabbed by Colton Christensen. Wolves now 2 for 5 from the field in this third quarter as Note off the mark. Rebound to Arnold. McGorman has it stolen away. 12th Watford City turnover. And now a foul called on the drive against Kyle Best.
That foul number 3, Kyle Best.
Right there, that's not a bad foul for Kyle Best there. They had a basically 1-on-3 fast break opportunity there. I think that's the right foul there.
And only his first foul of the ball game. Latrea's 3, Arnold 2, and now just 1 for Best as Simiano hits a reverse layup. He's been getting a little bit closer to the hoop in this third quarter, and he has made a couple of fancy-looking shots to get his team back up by double digits, 34-24. 3 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Arnold into Latre, and he is fouled as he was getting ready to pass the basketball with 14 on the shot clock. That foul will be whistled against Landon Note.
His second, number 42, Jace Peterson for the Titans.
Second personal, first foul of the third quarter.
The Spacer for the Wolves.
Brandon Spacer comes back in as Breitbach hits Moberg. And Moberg scores on the baseline, out of bounds play. 34-26 as Simiano attacks the rack again and again gets another layup. 36-26. Titans with the lead. Breitbach into the front court. Out to Spacer. Over on the left side to Moberg. Back to Breitbach. In the lane to Arnold. Goes right at Christensen and scores.
Faded. Big Red. Arnold for 2.
Arnold makes it 36-28 with his second field goal of the game as Note finds Christensen, who gets around Arnold, leaves the finger roll, short rebound, tipped up, hits the underside of the rim, and Trinity maintains possession. Second chance opportunity for the Titans, and there's a collision as Moberg and Kuntz ran into each other, and Moberg got the worst of it.
It does look like he did get almost like a shoulder maybe to the head there. It's good to see that he's up, staying in the game too.
24, Harper Moberg, his first.
He does pick up the foul, his first. Talked about Thaden being a football player. Harper Moberg also a football player. Part of that offensive line, along with Brandon Spacer. He's out on the floor again there for the Wolves. Birch Cheddar also part of this team. That is a big piece of that offensive line as well. There's Thaden Arnold getting the steal. And the Watford City Wolves maintain possession. First turnover of the half. And there is Zave McGorman finishing it on the other end.
The assist, and Xavier McGorman with the finish.
McGorman with 7. And the Wolves within 6 at 36-30. And a foul called out in front of the scorer's table against Zave. That'll be his first.
His first.
That is the 4th team foul of the quarter, so the next common foul against the Wolves will put Trinity into the bonus for the remainder of this third quarter. Jordan Ham inbounds to Landon Note. There's a drive by Simiano, 2 more for him, and he's just taking over in this third quarter. 38-30, McGorman trying to answer right back, lobs it over, intended for Spacier, but Note went a little bit higher, and he gets the interception. Now 13 turnovers against the Wolves, and a carrying violation called against Simiano for the 8th Trinity turnover.
Number 30, Brody Coombs, number 32.
Well, Brock, if you're Watford City right here, what do you want to see for this final 57 seconds of quarter number 3?
Out of this final 50 seconds, I would like on this play right here to try to get a good opportunity at a shot attempt. I don't care if it's a 2-pointer or a 3. I just want to see. I like this ball screen action. It's been working for him tonight.
They turn it over. Steal by Kuderna. Up ahead. Right-hand layup. Brady Holman lays it in. And the Titans go back up by 10, 40-30. Their second double-digit lead of the game and this third quarter. They led it 30-19 after a 6-0 run to start this third quarter. And another Watford City turnover, their 15th, as the Titan defense stands tall again and picks up another steal. Shot clock goes dark. And the Titans, they know how to run some time off the clock better than just about anybody. Down to 10 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Simiano, he's scored 8 so far in this quarter, 18 for the ball game. A little bit off balance, and he's able to get it off to Kuntz, who shoots it, but not a clean look, and that'll be the end of our third quarter of play. NCC scoreboard shows Dickinson Trinity 40, Watford City 30. You're watching Game Day Media, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Our lives are made up of moments, and so many of the most precious moments begin at home. When it's time to unlock your dream home or build a brighter tomorrow, let First International Bank and Trust simplify your journey so you can love where you live and focus on the moments that matter. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first since 1910.
Welcome back to Watford City as we prepare for this fourth quarter. Titans extending their lead and, in fact, doubling it. After halftime, it was 5, 24-19. They outscore the Wolves 16-11 in quarter number 3. And they'll lead it by 10 as we begin this fourth quarter. Start of the quarter brought to you by Northern States Fishing Tools. Watford City will have Breitbach, McGorman, Moberg, Latre, and Arnold on the floor. Trinity will counter with Simiano, Holman, Kuderna, Note, and Christensen. Breitbach to Moberg. The high post to Latre, out to McGorman. Zave will attack, gets his defender in the air, finds Arnold, who draws a foul, and he will shoot 2.
So they came out, Trinity came out in a different defense there. They were not in man-to-man. That is the first possession of the game where they came out in something other than a run and jump and just straight up man-to-man defense there.
Good catch, Brock, as Kuderna called for the foul, putting Arnold at the free throw line and misses free throw number 1. Wolves now 1 for 6 from the free throw line so far tonight. If they're going to try and come back in this one, they're going to have to shoot a little better from the free throw line, as that one is too strong, and Trinity grabs the defensive rebound. Kuderna into the front court, guarded by Latre. Dishes it off to Christensen. Back in the right corner to Note. Landon Note drives, kicks to Simiano. Note gets it in the paint. Good look for Holman, but it spins out. Rebound, last touched by Watford City. A long defensive possession, and now the shot clock resets, and Watford City will have to do it again. Simiano to inbound, finds Note. Over to Christensen. Nice pass to Kuderda, who drives and scores.
Alonzo Kuderda off the glass for 2.
4 points for Kuderda and a 12-point lead for Dickinson Trinity. 7 minutes remaining in regulation. Right back to Latre to McGorman. Zave drives, picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Latre. Pass in the left wing to Moberg. Outside to Breitbach. Trinity straight man-to-man back on this possession.
Yep.
Latre to Breitbach for 3. Swish!
Carter Breitbach wants 3 and gets 3.
It took a little while for the Wolves there, but eventually they get the Cornerstone Bank three-pointer and they get back to within single digits at 42-33. Second 3 of the night for Carter Breitbach. Note. And a timeout will be taken by Dickinson Trinity. Timeouts brought to you by LPL Financial with Shiloh Chavez. You can visit Shiloh at her office on Main Street in Watford City in the First International Bank and Trust Building. So again, that's LPL Financial, brought to you by Shiloh Chavez for all your financial planning needs and questions. We'll be back right after this.
When you have financial questions or ideas, you need someone to listen and provide insight about your options. Shiloh Chavez and her team with LPL Financial can review your specific situation and help create a strategy unique to you and your goals. Give her a call at 701-842-4244 or email at shiloh.chavez@lpl.com.
Welcome back to Watford City as we take a look at the Trinity Titan huddle there. Brock, what do you think they're talking about?
So it looks like on that last possession, the Watford City Wolves came out in a little bit of different defense themselves. They came out in a 3-2 zone. The coach must have noticed it, is what I'm assuming why he called the timeout, and he just wanted to let his players know, or maybe they're trying to set up a play to get a good backside look on that 3-2 zone there.
Both teams have 3 timeouts left after that one was taken. We'll see what Coach Grinsteiner drew up during that long timeout.
But now the Wolves counter with going just straight back to man-to-man, it looks like. There we go.
The chess match. As Trinity has the basketball, shot clock is down to 12. Simiano fakes, then takes a jumper from the free throw line. No good. Good rebound by Dominic Latre. Wolves have trailed by as many as 12. Right now down by 9. Traveling call against Best. It'll be the 16th turnover against the Wolves. Breitbach back in for Watford City. 5:55 left to play in the fourth. Trinity with the basketball at a 9-point lead. Simiano being guarded in the backcourt by McGorman. He gets a screen. It off to Kuntz into the right corner to Note. Down low, intended for Christensen. Broken up for a second by Arnold, but Trinity maintains possession. Three-pointer attempted, missed by Kuntz. Another offensive rebound, and it'll result in a left-hand layup for Emerson Simiano.
Emerson Simiano.
Their possessions just seem to, after a while, they just wear down the defense, and they get that open opportunity there.
Simiano up to 20 points. Moberg will take a mid-range jumper around and out. Rebound, Landon Note. And a reach-in foul will be called against Thaden Arnold.
That foul on number 32, Thaden Arnold, his third.
Third personal, first team foul. Now both Latre and Arnold have 3 fouls each. And it's getting late right now for the Wolves, especially against a team like Dickinson Trinity. 11-point lead feels a little bit bigger when you know there's not going to be as many possessions down the stretch.
It's hard to make a comeback with a team that just runs down the shot clock here.
And a nice reverse layup by Colton Christensen. He has scored 6 points, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, now 2 in the fourth, and Trinity has taken their largest lead tonight at 46-33. Breitbach in the left corner to Arnold. Thaden hands it off to Breitbach for 3, short. Rebound taken down by Brody Kuntz. And a foul called on McGorman.
Xavier McGorman, his second.
Second personal, just the second team foul this fourth quarter, so we'll probably see some pretty aggressive defense from the Wolves as they try to create some turnovers. Now down by 13. Simiano into Kuntz. The corner for Simiano. To Jordan Ham. On the right side to Brody Kuntz. The shot clock has hit 20. It seems like Trinity starts their offense at about that point. But no, not in a big hurry to do anything. Just gets a screen, finds an opening near the free throw line. He misses it. Rebound grab by Titans. And a fresh 35 for Dickinson Trinity. And they're going to use quite a bit of it, it looks like. Up by 13.
It's really nice for a coach to have guard play that is able to handle the ball and just wear down the shot clock when you need to.
Note for three, a little bit too strong. Rebound is picked up by Latre. It looked like he wanted to tip it, and then it ended up bouncing right back up into his hands. Depending on your nice pass from Arnold to McGorman, and he scores. Time Thaden Arnold the assist, and McGorman the basket. They get the Wolves back to within 11. Timeout on the floor. Dickinson Trinity 46, Watford City 35.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app, and as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs, with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Stop by our office in Watford City and visit with Eric Mogan and Brady Monroe to see how we can help.
Welcome back to Watford City. You're watching Game Day Media. Happy February to you, wherever you might be this evening. Thanks for making us a part of your evening. Got a great schedule coming up the rest of this week on Game Day Media. Our other Watford City broadcast will feature the Wolves girls as they host Shiloh Christian for their senior night here at the Rough Riders Center. That will be on Thursday. If you haven't made it to a game yet, that'll be your last chance for a girls game at home. I encourage you all to come on out here and take in that great matchup. Shiloh Christian will be looking for some revenge after the Wolves beat them in Bismarck to start the season. That one goes way up into the air, kicked by McGorman behind the hoop. And it's not very often that you see the ball go above the walking track level here, Brock, but that one did.
You do not see that very often.
Trinity trying to get it across half court, and they do with 29 on the shot clock. Wolves down by 11, 3 minutes remaining, and a touch foul called out on the perimeter against Carter Breitbach. That'll be his first.
Carter Breitbach, his first.
Third team fouls. The Wolves have one more foul to give before putting Trinity into the bonus. Simiano into the corner to Note. Pass deflected, stolen. Latre to McGorman. Can he run it down? He cannot save it. He almost goes crashing into the ESPN table. He was running fast there, but it results in a turnover. Ball back to Trinity.
Number 30, Brody.
It wouldn't be the first time that ESPN table gets ran into tonight.
Yeah, that's right. 46-35. Ball out of bounds, and that will be a turnover. As Harper Moberg forces that one. He won't get credit for a steal, but essentially was a steal there. And the Wolves get it back, currently down by 11. Alonzo Kuderna will check in. We talked about the Wolves, 3 seniors on senior night for Dickinson Trinity. They have 5 seniors on their roster, but a very good junior class. And the Wolves turn it back over. Turnovers are contagious at this point.
Number 30, Brody Kuntz, in for the Titans.
Brody Kuntz comes back in for Dickinson Trinity as the Titans try to move one game above 500 in the region and stay in the top 4. Looked like Carter Breitbach may have caught an elbow or a forearm, and he also picks up a foul in the process. It is his second and the 4th team foul of the quarter. Kuruna back in for Trinity.
Alonzo Kuderman, in for the Titans.
So Dickinson Trinity in a good position to pick up their 9th victory of the season. Thanks in large part to that man right there, Emerson Simiano. Leads his team with 20 points. Moberg the steal, and he saves it out of bounds off of the Titans.
That one will count as a steal there.
There you go. That's right.
Number 30, number 34, Brady Holman, in for the Titans.
Brady Holman back in for Trinity. Carter Breitbach bounces it across half court to Dominic Latre. Dribble handoff to Moberg. Passes inside to Arnold. Spin move, shot up, blocked. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow will favor Dickinson Trinity.
Number 30, Brody Kuntz.
Brody Kuntz comes back in.
Jordan Ham.
And Jordan Ham. Wolves need some steals right now, down by 11. Titans have had a few turnovers, but they haven't been very bad turnovers where they're live ball turnovers that turn into immediate shot attempts on the other end. Kuruna sees an opening, takes it, but doesn't force a shot up, instead passes it out to Note, and they'll run some more time off the clock. Pass deflected by McGorman, stolen by Arnold. Faden is fouled in the process of bringing it up the floor as we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay.
You wanted to get that ball up to his cousin Xavier McGorman really bad there.
Second foul against Trinity, first personal against Brody Kuntz. Both teams have been stuck where the scoreboard is currently 46-35. It's fine for Trinity. Watford City wants to start putting the ball in the hole. Here's Breitbach for 3. That'll help.
That will help a lot right there for the Wolves.
Third 3 of the game for Carter Breitbach. That gives him 51 for the season and gets the Wolves back to within 8. With 1:24 to go in the 4th quarter, it's Dickinson Trinity 46, Watford City 38. You're watching Game Day Media.
Game Day Media is proud to showcase our local athletes, but we can't do it without the support of our community. We're inviting business owners like you to join our growing list of sponsors. Sponsorship not only helps give student athletes the recognition they deserve, but also puts your business front and center with fans, families, and the community. Partner with us today to promote local athletes and your business through Game Day Media. Together, we make a winning team.
Titus Stenberg and Brock Haugeberg with you here this evening from Watford City. Wolves trying to make it interesting down the stretch as Carter Breitbach has shot them back to within 8 points at 46-38. Wolves only have 1 timeout left. Dickinson Trinity has 3 timeouts remaining. The next foul against Watford City will put Dickinson Trinity into the bonus. The Titans have only committed 2 fouls so far in this 4th quarter. Simiano receives the inbounds pass. Lobs it over to Kuntz. Now across half court to Simiano. And a foul will be called out near half court against McGorman. And sportsmanship by Zave to go help his opponent back up to his feet. That is his 3rd personal, and it does put Trinity at the free throw line, so they will be there for the remainder of this game. And it's Emerson Simiano to the free throw line. 20 points so far tonight. He averages 14.1 points per game, and he makes free throw number 1. That's the first made free throw tonight by Trinity on just their third attempt. Colton Christensen, Brady Holman check back in. Simiano tries to extend the lead back to double digits, and he does.
And Emerson makes both free throws.
He is just a junior. He's going to be a player to watch, not only down the stretch of this year, but also into next season. As McGorman goes behind his back, gets into the paint, finger roll, good.
And to see from McGorman.
McGorman into double figures with 11. Makes it 48-40. And Coach Grinsteiner will take a timeout as the 10-second clock was running down. It was 27 on the shot clock. 53.5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Titans up by 8. Their basketball after we come back.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
So the Titans take that timeout. They are down to 2 timeouts left. Stick around for our Johnson and Sundin post-game show. We'll give you a recap of this game, including all team and individual stats that we have compiled during gameplay tonight. We'll also have our First International Bank and Trust player of the game. Emerson Simiano with the basketball. Takes it across half court, guarded by Kyle Best. Kyle almost got a steal, but good ball handling by Simiano. Maintains the possession, and then the Wolves will be called for a foul.
23, Dominic Latre.
It was against Latre, his 4th personal. Trinity already in the bonus. They'll shoot with 41.2 seconds left. Landon Oates swishes in free throw number 1 to make it 49-40.
Number 43, Colton Christensen.
Note now with 11.
Into the Titans.
It's his first point since the first half. He had 10. In the first quarter, he had 5. In the second quarter, he had 5. A scoreless third, now 1 point in the fourth. Harper Moberg gets the rebound. 5-second differential in the game clock and the shot clock, but the Wolves are down by 3 possessions, so they got to extend this game as long as possible, and that'll help as Thaden Arnold is fouled with 30.6 seconds to go.
22, Emerson Simiano.
Simiano picks up his first, just the 3rd team foul, but it was a shooting foul, so the Wolves will have a chance to put some points on the board with the clock stopped at 30.6 seconds left. First free throw too strong.
Number 34, Brady Holman.
Brady Holman
Kuntz.
and Brody Kuntz both into the lineup for Trinity, as the second free throw also off the mark for Thaden. Frustrating night at the free throw line for Thaden, as he will come out replaced by Kyle Best. 29.7 seconds left to play. Bounds comes in the corner, and Simiano fouled immediately. Wolves were going for a held ball, but they don't get it. And that will be the 4th personal against McGorman.
That foul number 2, Xavier McGorman, his 4th.
Emerson Simiano back to the free throw line.
Emerson Simiano.
Simiano averaging 14.1 points per game. He has scored 22 so far tonight, matching his jersey number, and now he exceeds his jersey number with point number 23 on the night. He came in making a total of 18 threes so far in the season. He hasn't made a three-pointer tonight. In the first half, it was almost exclusively mid-range jumpers he was making. In the third quarter, he started hitting layups. He's made 3 out of 4 free throws in this fourth quarter, along with a 2-point field goal. McGorman, straightaway 3. No good. Rebound, Moberg. And the Wolves will take a timeout with 13.2 seconds left.
Watford City.
It's a short one, so we'll just keep it right here. Make sure we don't miss any of the action down the stretch of this one. It's Dickinson Trinity 50, Watford City 40. We want to thank our premium sponsors, NCC and RTC Networks. Provide TV, internet, video, streaming, and so much more. They've been such great sponsors of us on Game Day Media. We certainly want to thank our premium sponsors, RTC Networks, that brings you each and every instant replay, and NCC, who sponsors the scoreboard for every game that we broadcast on Game Day Media. Game Day Media is in 3 different locations tonight. Ray versus Stanley in boys basketball, the play-in game of the District 5 girls basketball tournament going on up in Williston, and then us right here for this Division A boys basketball matchup in Region 4 between Trinity and Watford City. Moberg to Arnold to Breitbach for 3, no. Rebound tipped and run down by Latre. Dominic will put it up. It's too strong at the buzzer, and this one is all over. Trinity comes on the road, and they pick up a hard-fought 5th region victory of the season. Final score tonight, Dickinson Trinity 50, Watford City 40. Stick around, we'll be back with your Johnson and Sundin post-game show right after this timeout.
Imagine working with a team where your well-being is a top priority. At NCC, we champion work-life balance. Our culture ensures you have the time you need for life's important moments. We offer competitive pay that recognizes your hard work. Plus, enjoy comprehensive health insurance that puts your mind at ease. You'll also receive generous paid time off. And think future forward with our retirement contributions, securing your financial peace of mind. Join a team that values you. Work somewhere great and thrive. Don't wait for opportunity to knock. Open the door. Apply today at NCC. Visit nccray.com/careers.
Farmers Union Oil Company of Watford City has been serving the customers in and around the surrounding community since 1929. Farmers Union Oil believes in community involvement and has supported numerous activities since the beginning. We take pride in giving back to our patrons through dividends and stock retirements. Our customer service should be our top focus to ensure a pleasurable experience for you, our customer. Whether you're looking for gas, fuel, hardware, or just needing to fuel the body, Farmers Union Oil is your one-stop shop.
When the job demands power and precision, turn to Hagen Equipment in Watford City, your proud Case IH and Bobcat dealer. From equipment rentals to a full service department and an extensive parts inventory, Hagen Equipment has what you need to get the job done right. Stop by 805 South Main Street in Watford or visit HagenEquipment.com. Hagen Equipment, work ready, field proven.
Welcome back to Watford City. Brock Haugelberg has caught up with our First International Bank and Trust player of the game, Emerson Simiano. Brock, take it away.
I'm here with the First International Bank and Trust player of the game, Emerson Simiano. Tonight, you started the first half getting to the mid-range jump shot. I just want to ask you a question. Is that something that you practice all the time? You did not attempt a three-pointer tonight. Do you work on just trying to get to the one-dribble pull-ups?
Well, I mean, that's what I saw was open, and my guy set really good screen, so I got that shot open. I mean, it was my post guy giving me the screen, and that's what I saw, the open spot on the floor.
Very nice. What about team-wise tonight? What is something you can take away from tonight's game? And maybe, I know you guys face Watford City, I believe, towards the end of the year, one more time at home in Dickinson Trinity. So what is one thing you can take away from this game moving forward?
I mean, biggest thing is they came out shooting pretty good, and we need to focus on getting those shooters out of there. I mean, they shot pretty dang good and slipped the screen. I mean, rotation on defense is obviously a big thing. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Our defense, rotation, and yeah.
Very nice. Okay, there you have it. Thank you very much, Emerson. Congratulations on tonight's win.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. We're going to head on over to Coach Coach, tonight your guys' team came out. You guys controlled the tempo of this game tonight. What was that thing you practiced happened tonight?
Well, I think we didn't play very clean tonight. I mean, we wanted to try to get the game up and down a little bit, and we just struggled on defensive assignments, and then offensively, shots that we normally make, we weren't making tonight. You know, it's just one of those days. We're happy to get out of here with a win. Time to go home, and we'll get ready for the next game.
There we go. Okay, also another question. Your guys' team, I feel like it's an emphasis to get to the rack, to get to the hole. Is that something practice on, harp on, try to make the bunnies? I know you said tonight some of them weren't falling like they normally do. Is that something that you guys work on practice every single day?
Well, it definitely is. I mean, we predicate our offense on inside out. We need to score at the rim, whether it's our post guys or our perimeter guys getting to the basket, and that's going to help our shooters. You know, we kind of were stale on that a little bit tonight. We had some opportunities, and the game got a little bit physical, and our kids kind of backed down a little bit. We've got to just make sure we slow ourselves down. We're capable of making plays against whoever is guarding us. We just got to slow down and just make the simple play. Rather than trying to be the hero play, just make a simple play.
There you go. Thank you very much, Coach, tonight, and congratulations on the win. Back up to you, Titus. There you have it from our First National Bank player of the game and also the head coach of the Dickinson Trinity Titans. Back up to you.
Awesome. Great job down there, Brock. Thank you very much to our First International Bank and Trust player of the game, Emerson Simiano, and Victoria's head coach, Greg Grinsteiner. Those coaches' comments brought to you by Watford City Farmers Union Oil. Take a look at the recap of this one. Pretty low scoring, like we thought it might be. Watford City held their largest lead of the game at 5-2 in the beginning of the ball game. Trinity led it after one quarter of play, 11-7. In the second quarter, the Titans would outscore the Wolves by 13-12, and it was 24-19 at halftime. In the third quarter, the Titans scored the first 6 points of the game to go up by 11. Watford City got it back to within 6 before Trinity extended again up to 10. At the end of 3, it was Trinity 40, Watford City 30. The Titans would score the first basket of the fourth quarter to take their largest lead of the game at 42-30. It ultimately ended up being a 10-point quarter for both teams. 10 for the Wolves, 10 for the Titans, and it all adds up to Dickinson Trinity winning 50-40. From the field, the Titans go 22 of 46 for 48%. They made 2 threes. They were 4 out of 8 for 50% from the free throw line. 11 turnovers in the win tonight for Dickinson Trinity. For Watford City, the Wolves were 17 out of 34 from the field for 50%. They made 5 three-pointers. Really struggled from the free throw line, going 1 for 9 for 11%. Watford City committing 19 turnovers in the loss, so -8 in the takeaway giveaway ratio this evening as the Wolves lose this one. The Titans improved to 9-6 overall on the season and now 5-4 in Region 4. Watford City drops to an overall record of 6-9. They are 1-7 in region play. Taking a look at the individual scoring numbers tonight, Trinity led by Emerson Simiano. He finishes with 23, 10 in the first half, 13 more in the second half as he leads the Titans and everybody in scoring tonight with 23 points. Also in double figures, Landon Note with 11. Colton Christensen had 6. Brady Holman and Alonzo Kudrna had 4 points each, and Jace Peters with 2 for Trinity's total of 50. For Watford City, Xavier McGorman led the way on senior night with 11 points. Carter Breitbach had 9. Dominic Latre, Thaden Arnold, and Brandon Spacer all had 4. Skipped over Harper Moberg, who had 6, and then it was Kyle Best with 2. Once again for Watford City, McGorman 11, Breitbach 9, Moberg 6, Latre, Arnold, and Spacer 4, and Kyle Best with 2 for Watford City's total of 40. Up next for the Wolves will be a road trip to Hazen on Thursday night. Hazen had a game there in Hazen tonight where they defeated Kildare 62. Another huge game in Region 4 was played in Bismarck tonight, and that was Beulah defeating Shiloh Christian 69-53. Those two teams came into that game undefeated in region play, and Beulah gets the victory by 16. Huge game out east as well tonight. It was Four Winds Minnewacan staying hot on their winning streak. They defeat Devils Lake by a final score of 60-46. Up next for Dickinson Trinity will be a home game as they go back to Dickinson. They'll take on Standing Rock on Friday, and then they wrap up a busy week with a road game at Des Lacs Burlington on Saturday. So, Brock, a pretty good win on the road tonight for Dickinson Trinity. You can hear it from Coach Grinsteiner. They didn't play a perfect game, but they played well enough to pick up the win.
That is right. And especially one thing to point out is just like they didn't shoot, I believe they didn't shoot their first free throw until, I think you said the fourth?
They went 0 for 2 in the second quarter.
Okay, gotcha.
And then they didn't make one until the fourth quarter.
Until the fourth quarter. So even like that's tough because free throws, 3 points, you know? And they still ended up getting a win tonight here. So that is good news for your Titans there.
So Dickinson Trinity once again improves to 9-6 overall, 5-4. This win will keep them in that top half of the region standings. We still got a ways to go before any seeding gets finalized, but those final region standings are starting to shake themselves out right here as the Wolves picked up their first region win over the weekend down in Fort Yates, knocking off Standing Rock, but they are unable to make it 2 in a row, and they'll be back in action on Thursday night against Hazen for a road game. They'll try to get some revenge in a matchup there after the first one of those two. It went into overtime right here in Watford City. The Wolves will try to get back into the win column as they go down on the road to take on Hazen. Up next for us, it will be a home game for the Watford City girls as they have their senior night festivities. They'll be taking on the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks in a ball game. Once again, that is on Thursday. Hope to see you here at the Rough Rider Center. If you can't make it, we'll have it for you right here on Game Day Media. So that will do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed our coverage. We certainly enjoyed bringing it your way. I want to thank all the sponsors to make the broadcast of these games possible on Game Day Media. I want to thank my outstanding crew tonight. Matt Gonzalez was your cameraman. Coy Hartle, your producer. Our color commentator and sideline reporter tonight was Brock Haugeberg. That'll do it for me. My name is Titus Denberg, signing off from Watford City. So long, everybody.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by RTC Networks, Hagen Equipment Incorporated, First International Bank and Trust, Nodak Insurance Company, Eric Mogan, Johnson and Sundin, attorneys at law, Shiloh Chavez with LPL Financial, Farmers Union Oil of Watford City, Patriot Fuels LLC, Mackenzie County Heritage Park and Museum, Cornerstone Bank,
TNT Measurements Incorporated,
Northern States Fishing Tools, WCAG Church, Doug Rolfson, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Wolfpack Booster Club,
Schriefer Red Angus, BNC National Bank,
NCC,